You ready? All right, let's go. Let's do this. Well, here we are. Playoff push is now officially in full effect. And every game will mean a lot more from this point forward, specifically for the teams that are still in it. As of right now, we only have one team there that doesn't apply to, but oh well. Sucks to be them, I guess. There's also Loser Bowl too, but that's another story for another time. Anyways, we're focused on the playoffs, the winners here. And in this matchup, we've got a very critical NFC showdown here between two teams in the thick of the NFC playoff race. And boy, it's set to be another good one here. On one side is the NFC North leading Minnesota Vikings. On the other side are the Philadelphia Eagles competing for a wild card spot and potentially their division. Oh, another week here in Strat-O-Matic football! Yeah, baby! We're doing it! Oh, if you think that's bad, wait until later in the season. Then it'll get really crazy. Howdy folks, Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to week 14 of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough, where today we've got a good one in the NFC. It's the 8-4 Minnesota Vikings going on the road to take on the 7-5 Philadelphia Eagles in what's set to be a very critical NFC game for the sake of playoff positioning. As I mentioned in the intro, Minnesota is currently leading the NFC North with an 8-4 record, but Detroit and Green Bay are sitting right on their tail a game back. So should they lose, they would both have an opportunity to catch up. Otherwise, if the Vikings win, they pull one step closer. For the Eagles, they're 2 games back at the Cowboys and have the Commanders sitting right next to them with the exact same record as well. So they would like to establish some playoff positioning. They're currently 6 in the NFC right now. There are 4 teams at 7-5. 5 if you count the NFC South leading Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But again, they're leading their division, so that doesn't really count. So yeah, you can kind of see the issue here. Philly would like to break away from the crowd or at least keep pace with it. Otherwise, there's a chance they might be the odd one out come later on in the season here. So that is something to watch. So both teams desperately need this win for obvious reasons. So we're going to play that game out and see what happens. But before I do that, and while I get this whole mess set up here, we got to go over the results from Week 13, which involved both these teams, as well as the team that we have our first playoff-bound team, finally. It's not the 49ers. We saw them blow that last week, though they'll probably have one more win and they'll fix that problem. But somebody else who's still unbeaten, and unfortunately our first team that got eliminated too. I'll give you a hint. It's in the Eagles. They're in the Eagles division. I think you know which one I'm talking about, so with that being said, roll that beautiful footage. Alrighty. I love it when a color scheme works out unintentionally here. Vikings will be in red, and the Eagles will be in green. Okay, so it half worked out because the Vikings are purple, but you know what? As long as it works for the Eagles, so be it. We're good. Speaking of the Vikings, they're the away team, so they get to call this one evens. Nope, odds. And Eagles say take the ball to start the game. Okay, works for us. All right, so the Vikings will get the opening kickoff, and we will be underway here from Philadelphia. All righty. So let's go. Let's see what we got here. Vikings get it at the 25. Okay. We got that. Oh, Nice and easy there. And here's the Vikings starting lineup. We got Adam Failing playing the flanker. Dalvin Cook is the running back. Justin Jefferson is the split. I just realized those need to be switched around. Now, I skipped the tight end intentionally because there's an injury to report, I'm afraid. There is no TJ Hawkinson. He is out with an injury for this one, so it's Irv Smith getting the call. They're going to start with CJ Ham as the fullback as a result of that. And Kirk Cousins is the quarterback in this version. And there's some irony in this, considering as in the same week that I'm playing this out, he's actually playing his Minnesota team he's on. Yes, he's a member of the Falcons at the moment, but he's ironically playing the Vikings. So, that's just how it worked out. I'll take it. All right. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 here for the Vikings, and we're off. Let's start off with a Dalvin Cook run, shall we? And a penalty, apparently. And a short gain. Oh, this is all great. Cook has 18 if this holds, meanwhile. Oh, opponent number 3. Okay, so it looks like it's going to, and then there'll probably be some additional yardage on the side. Oh, God. Okay, so this is going to be a 33-yard gain all told. So Cook gets 18 yards on the run, and then someone on Philly loses their mind by committing a personal foul penalty right out of the gate. So it's 33 yards in total. But no, that's not how you're supposed to start off a game, Philly. What are you doing? All right, 1st and 10. That wasn't supposed to happen. Neither was this pass, according to the Eagles. They won't see this coming. Incomplete. Cousins was looking for Phelan there, who also wasn't on the Vikings either. He's with the Panthers. Oof, that hurts. Oh, 2nd and 10 here. The Eagles will stay in their run defense. 7. Cook goes backwards a yard. Not as successful there. All right, 3rd and 11. The Eagles switch over to pass defense. Let's try Justin Jefferson. Let's try an incomplete pass. Nope, Cousins was looking for Jefferson and found nothing. 4th and 11. Yeah, I am punting this away, but we're activating the coffin kick rule here. Which is, long story short, I roll this once, and then roll all 3 dice again to subtract, and that gives us the yardage. So, 4th and 11. So the punt in this case is 50. Let's see what we subtract, or if this is even returnable. 50. No way, if my math is correct. Never mind, it's a 40-yard punt that goes out of bounds at the 3 as I kind of blow this over. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let me get the yardage out, and give me just a second here. We had some technical difficulties. All right, remind me to never breathe on the board ever again. Oopsies. Oh, yikes. Okay, how about the Eagles starting lineup? We've got Jalen Hurts in at quarterback. They're at full strength, by the way. I should probably point that out. A.J. Brown is the split. Yep, okay, he's in the right spot. We'll start with Quez Watkins in the slot/fullback. Miles Sanders is doing the running. No Saquon Barkley just yet. He's on another team. Dallas Goedert is the tight end. Devontae Smith is the flanker. By the way, the only other major injury, neither team has their best pass rusher. Ouch. Okay, we'll keep that in mind, but it won't affect this version of the game. If I was doing advanced, that would, for sure. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 all the way from the 3 after that very good punt. And never mind, because Miles Sanders just got a short gain. How about 12 to start us off, 1st down? So he, too, ends up with a short gain on his first carry. Okay. 1st and 10 here. And they're going to start with a pass. 7 on a flat. It doesn't get seen, so it's a 12-yard gain to A.J. Brown, perhaps. Opponent number 5. So it looks like the 12-yard gain holds. And it's opponent number 5. roughing the passer against the defense. That penalty gets accepted over the other one due to the yardage, and it's an automatic first down. Ugh, so someone on Minnesota whacked Hurts a little bit too hard and got penalized for it. All right, 1st and 10 from the 30. 11 on an off tackle not seen, doesn't matter, and the Vikings will hold this to a 2-yard gain unless... Never mind. It's a 2-yard gain for Miles Sanders. All right. 2nd and 8. 12 on a flat. Just 3 for Goddard. He gets up to the 35. That's Hurts' first. So now Hurts actually now has his first actual completion of the day. It's 3rd and 5, and the Vikings will miss this. Hurts can run the football, and we're about to see it. 3. Short gain for Jalen Hurts. He'll have the first and a lot. Oh, how about 19 in the first? Hurts goes all the way up to the 46. Nice. Very nice. All right, 1st and 10 here. 9, just 4 yards for Miles Sanders. Okay. 2nd and 8. This will get missed. So the Vikings will think pass. Instead, it's an off-tackle run from Miles Sanders. That's going to have a fumble roll, but fortunately, it's only a 2 or a 12. And there was a 2. Nice. Well, that doesn't count. It's no gain, by the way, so we're still at 3rd and 8. All right. And speaking of which, it is 3rd and... Oh, wait a minute. I lied. It's 3rd and 6. Oh, well, that changes everything. Well, all right. 3rd and 6. 5 and a flat. Oh, would you look at that? Exactly 6 yards is what A.J. Brown needed, and that's what A.J. Brown got. Excellent. First down. There you go. I don't need to overcomplicate things here. All right. Oh, no, he has 6 yards, silly. All right, 1st and 10. This will get missed. 7 on a short. Incomplete. Unless the Eagles commit a penalty, which they just did. Wonderful. Yeah, it's going to be holding. Push him back 10 yards. 1st and 20 then. Vikings will miss this linebuck run. 5. That's going to net another fumble roll, but same thing as last time. Unless it's a 2 or a 12, it's not. Ooh, it was close, but not quite. It goes for no gain instead. Oh, dear. 2nd and... Hoo boy! That's all I'm going to say. 6 on a flat. Short gain! A.J. Brown does it again. Except he only gets 11. Doesn't that figure? So he got the holding penalty yardage back, but unfortunately, it's still going to be 3rd and 9. All right. Speaking of which, at least we're in field goal range of Jake Elliott. Yes, we are. Okay. 3rd and 9, meanwhile. And here's a must run as Hurts gets slushed out of the pocket. Uh-oh. He didn't roll low. And he's going to go backwards 2 yards. Oh, Minnesota had that scoped out. And I'm going to count that as a sack because it counted as a loss. All right. Who gets the sack, meanwhile, for Minnesota? Jonathan Bullard gets it. So he will get credit for a sack since Hurts ran for negative yards. 4th and 11 here. We are in the tail end of Jake Elliott field goal range, and I'm going to try it. This is from 54. Oh, boy. Hold on to your butts. And unfortunately, it is no good. Yep, he shanked it there. Vikings will take over at the 37, unfortunately, as Elliott pushes that one wide right, we'll say. So, oops, that is the, I don't think Jake Elliott plays defense. There we go, that's better. All right, so the Vikings do, in fact, hold the Eagles on that one, as Jake Elliott misses the 54-yard field goal, and we're going to neither team scores on their opening drive. So now that you got to see that, let us skip ahead to whatever next moment comes out. So roll the questionably beautiful footage. I don't know if it is or not. For all I know, it could be a pick six. Not like we had one of those last week. Well, I guess the Vikings finally responded on their next drive. They are entering the red zone now after it's gone pretty efficiently. We come to a 2nd and 4 here. And Eagles will think pass still, and this is going to be a run from Cook. Uh-oh. 8. Nah, doesn't matter. No gain. Eagles managed to stuff them there, and that brings us to a 3rd and 4. All right, let's test that backup tight end out, shall we? 11 on a flat. Uh-oh. 2 through 4. This is a problem. Everything else, it's to the mercy of a penalty. Nope, it's incomplete, but what's the penalty? Maybe. Nothing, so it's just straight up incomplete. Ugh. Cousins was looking for Irv Smith. And we arrive at a 4th and 4. Oh, why not? It's still mad early. 4th and 4, we're taking the shot. All right. 4th and 4 here. Eagles will sit on the pass, and they'll guess correctly, and here we go. 6 on a flat. 9-yard gain, 1st down. It's Justin Jefferson. He's to the 11 now. Woo! Vikings gamble pays off. All right, 1st and 10 here. Actually, the Eagles are going to see this coming. Cook's next carry is going the wrong way, or is it? Yeah, no, it's not going the wrong way because the Eagles lined up offsides. Oh, isn't that wonderful? So that's a 1st and 5 now. They're going to miss this throw to KJ Osborne. 8 on a flat to Osborne. Guessed wrong. Oh, there's a penalty, maybe. What's the penalty? Opponent was offsides, but it doesn't matter because it's a touchdown! Minnesota gets the first score of the game. KJ Osborne on a 6-yard hookup from Kirk Cousins starts off the scoring there. All right, extra point, meanwhile, is good, although we have a penalty. Keep in mind, we do have the penalty, by the way, against the Eagles was an offsides penalty. So we'll enforce that on the kickoff. Unless... Oh, the Eagles were offsides again. Okay. So actually, we'll say they were offsides on this extra point, which was a little shorter. Wait. Oh, I probably should have rolled that as a 13. Hold on. Nope, it was the same thing. It was good. So we'll pretend like the extra point was good, and then, of course, there's going to be another offsides penalty into this. So, okay, that was a ruling. So I kind of screwed it up, but it didn't really matter then in the end. Okay. Whew. All right. Is our scoreboard operator awake? I don't think he is. He's like me in the morning. Hello, scoreboard operator, are you awake? Okay, he is awake. I was wondering for a minute there if he was going to be responsive. Some of my staff, this staff of goblins, I swear, I might need to have some talks with them. Anyways, but yeah. KJ Osborne catches a 6-yard TD pass from Kirk Cousins to give us our first score of the game, and the Vikings start us off. 7-0, Minnesota leads. with about 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Good drive from them. The fourth down risk pays off, and we're all off and doing well. Oh, that was a really adventurous first quarter now, wasn't it? Vikings get the lone touchdown, but now as we enter quarter number 2, they're still up 7-0. Eagles have the ball at the moment near midfield, so we'll see what they do from here as they just got a first down. But otherwise, nothing really doing, just a bunch of nothing burgers, so we'll see what happens. All right, 1st and 10 here. This will get missed. 11 on a flat. Interception roll 2 or a 12 since it got missed. Ooh, close. But that's still an incompletion to Sanders. All right. 2nd and 10. This is actually going to get seen because the Vikings figure they want to get closer. And Sanders is going to lose a yard because of that. Oh, dear. 3rd and 11. 4 on a short. Uh-oh, interception roll, but it's 5 through 10, he's safe. That is not a 5 and a 10, and it's an interception! Picked off! At the 40. Returned for a gain of whatever that is, probably not really much. Oh, yeah, and the Vikings will get the ball at the 40. Well, I just played myself then because apparently there is action 1 minute into the quarter. Jalen Hurts looks for A.J. Brown and instead hooks up with Cameron Dantzler. Don't think Cameron Dantzler is one of his receivers. Just going to throw that out there. Oopsies. So Cameron Dantzler steps right in front of the pass, picks it off, and immediately gets tackled for his efforts at the 40. But nevertheless, the Vikings get the ball, and we have the game's first turnover as a result thereof. Oof. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. We already have something going on, so... Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Anyways, Vikings will take over at the, their own 40 with 14 minutes to go. 2nd and 2 here. Eagles will think pass. They'll miss this. Oh. All right. Eagles have Vikings are back in the red zone here as we find them with a 2nd and 2. Dalvin Cook just had a nice long run, and then the Eagles committed another personal foul on top of it. They really got to stop doing that every time Cook gets a long run. All right, 2nd and 2 from the 14 here. Eagles are missing this run by Dalvin Cook. It's not going to matter unless this penalty does something. It's a yard gain if it stands. It will stand. It's going to be 3rd and 1 regardless. All right, 3rd and 1 here. Eagles are switching to run defense. 3 and an off tackle. Short gain. This might be a touchdown if it barring it being a 10, 11, or 12. Which it's not. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook breaks through a hole, and the Eagles can't stop him, and he finds the end zone for a 15-yard TD run. Very nicely done. Extra point from Greg Joseph is good? Nope, it is. Okay, no offsides penalties this time. All right, good. At least we learned on that front, but not so much from the run defense, so... Dalvin Cook scores on a 13-yard scamper, and the Vikings have doubled their lead. It's 14-0 with 11 and a half remaining in the second. They are dominating right from the jump here. Eagles might want to tighten up on defense and get some offense going here because not looking too good to start off with, but we have seen funnier things in these playthroughs. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Yeah, no stupid mistakes. That would help too. I'm just throwing that out there. Oy. 2nd and 3. Here we go. We're going to try one. But the Vikings will see this coming. Oof. 8 on a long. Ooh, to the receiver. It's going to A.J. Brown. 25 yards. There you go. 1st down on goal to go at the 7. A.J. Brown with a long 25-yard hookup. There it is. That's the kind of offensive explosion we need. And look at this. 1st and goal to go right from the 7. Excellent. Eagles defense is now, offense is coming alive after that one. And they were at the 5 to start this drive too. Even more impressive. 1st and goal to go from the 7. And that might be, nope, almost. Almost. They're a yard short. Dallas Goedert, just missed it as he gets out at the 1. All right, let me just throw that in. Grant Calcaterra is going to come in for Quez Watkins. 2nd and goal right from the 1. And Miles Sanders, hold on, I can't find it, will have himself a touchdown from a yard out. There you go. And the Eagles finally get a score for the first time today. Jake Elliott's extra point, meanwhile, is good. And there you go, folks. The Eagles have finally landed into the end zone for the first time today. Miles Sanders caps off an impressive 95-yard drive with a 1-yard TD run. And the Eagles cut the deficit in half. It's now 14-7 Vikings with 6:45 remaining. Eagles do get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as kind of a note here. So maybe if it works out, they can do the whole double dip thing. But we'll see if that opportunity presents itself. Meanwhile, we're back on the Vikings drive, so I'll play that out in the meantime. Oof. All right, 3rd down. 3rd down. 8 on a short. And down goes Kirk Cousins. Uh-oh. That is a sack. It's a loss of 3. The person who forced it was Javon Hargrave, who picks up his 1st sack of the game. And it's a fumble! And the Eagles get it off the strip sack. Oh my goodness. A turnover here. Josh, no, it's a high linebacker. Reddick isn't playing, but Brandon Graham sure is, so he'll get credit for that. Will we see a return? No. So Graham plops on the ball at the Viking 33, and there you go, folks. Our first Viking turnover of the game here. A strip sack from Javon Hargrave and Brandon Graham, who's in there for the injured Hassan Reddick, ends up getting on the ball, and the Eagles take over at the Viking 33, and all of a sudden, they have a shot to get some points here, at least a field goal. Wow. Okay. Well, this has just got interesting. I want Sanders still. Well, this just got interesting. Okay. We'll see if the Eagles can do something with this. 1st and 10. I'll stick with it. Why the heck not? All right, this will get missed. 1st and... Actually, you know what? No, they're going to see... I'm going to say they saw this coming. 1st and 10. To the receiver, to Watkins. It does get seen. And Watkins will get 6. So he's down at the 27 as he goes out. All right, 2nd and 4. Oh, why not? Vikings will miss this. 5 on an end run. Oh, God. Is this a 7 through 10? No, it's instead going to be a 3-yard loss, and it's a fumble. Vikings get the ball. Oh, man. No return for them either, but yep, that just happened. That just happened, ladies and gentlemen. Miles Sanders fumbles the ball, and that turnover goes all for naught, I'm afraid. Oy. Good job, Miles Sanders. You done messed up. Anybody, so I'm going to roll the D12 on this. So we'll say Zadarius Smith, you get to be the lucky recipient that forced that fumble. And the high linebacker. Oh, he gets his own fumble recovery. Oh, look at that. He's doing it all, Zadarius Smith. Wait, he plays for the Vikings. What the hell am I doing? Oh, wait, yes, that's correct. Oh, my God. All right, sorry about that. I kind of lost track, but there you go. Zadarius Smith forces Miles Sanders to fumble the ball, and he gets it. Look at that. My man is doing it all. So right after the strip sack gives the Eagles perfect position to score, Miles Sanders then proceeds to screw it up. You hate to see that. You absolutely hate to see that. Still 14-7 Vikings. That was very unfortunate for the Eagles. Not so much for the Vikings, although they absolutely love that and dodge one there. So we're back to 1st and 10 from the Viking 30. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That was unfortunate. All right, 1st and 10 here. This gets missed. 7 on a flat, and Cook's going for 12 as a result. All right, we've reached a 2-minute warning. The Vikings did nothing with that turnover, as you might expect, and the Eagles have it at the 40, their own 43, and it's 1st and 10 right now from there, so we'll see what happens. All right, 1st and 10 here from the 43. 5 on a flat. Oh, of course it's incomplete. Nope. Hurts was looking for Dallas Goedert. 2nd and 10. Vikings will let him have this one. 6, we'll count that. And Kenneth Gainwell, who is in the game, as you might expect after that fumble, gets 12 yards in a first. So he's out to the 45 of the Vikings here. They're going to hurry up a little bit because he didn't get out, but that's fine. 1st and 10 here from the 45. 3 on a flat. Oof, 23 yards. That one is going to Quez Watkins. Once again, they will. You know what? They're going to call a timeout here. Just because of that. So, what was it? 23? Yep. 23 to Quez Watkins on that one. And the Eagles took their first timeout as a result thereof. They're at the 22. So there we go. 1st and 10 from there. 11 on a short. Oh, we got an interception roll. Uh-oh. 2 or a 3. Hurts is throwing a pick. Oh, so close. The receiver, whoever was covering Devontae Smith dropped the ball. Yep, that's an incomplete pass. The defensive left cornerback that was covering Devontae Smith, Patrick Peterson, dropped an interception. That was so close. So close. Okay, 2nd and 10 here. Oh, man. 9 on an off tackle. It's a 5-yard gain from Gainwell. They're actually going to let the clock go. And then the Vikings, yeah, you know what? They're going to let the clock go, and the Vikings are like, meh. So Gainwell gets 5. 3rd and 5 here. 8 on a flat. That's going to Goddard's card. Incomplete. Hurts was looking for Dallas Goedert there and found nothing. So I guess we got to try a field goal. Remember, Jake Elliott missed one earlier, but that was from much further out. This one's from 34, so he should be fine, I would think. Kick is up. Let's see, 13 for 22. Right? Yeah, 13 for 22. No, he ain't. No good. Elliott shanks another one. Oh, that hurts. That's the second missed field goal of the game from Jake Elliott. Because it was from inside the 20, the Vikings will get it from at the 20-yard line as a result. Oh, that just sucks. Jake Elliott is not having a good day at all. Oh, boy, he's missed 2 field goals. Oh, you hate to see it. All right. Well, Vikings will get the ball back. They have all their timeouts, and of course they're going to try something. Yeah, no Irv Smith. Bringing in Jalen Ray. In case I need something. So we'll run this 4-wide receiver set here. And it will be 1st and 10 here for the Vikings. They've got, at the 20, they've got 37 seconds. They got all their timeouts. So let's see if they can do something with this. They do get the ball to start the second half, too, just as a reminder. 6 on a short. Incomplete, but there is a penalty, maybe. There is no such penalty, so it's an incompletion. Cousins was looking for Justin Jefferson. How about a 2nd down here? 5 on a flat. That's only going to go for 5 yards unless. Nope, it goes for 5. The Eagles will actually take a timeout, believe it or not. That's their first. They think they can get the ball back. All right, 3rd and 5. I'll try it. That's the worst that could happen. 7 on a long. How about a sack? Uh-oh. Okay, no strip sack this time, but it's going for a loss of 10, and the Eagles will take their final timeout. Oh, well. That sucks. The person that got it was Josh Sweat. So Josh Sweat picks up his first sack of the game. That's the 2nd for the Eagles. We have a punting situation on 4th down. We've had 2 nearly come blocked. What about this one? Nope, not this time. It's going to go for 49. From the 36, returned for a gain of whatever the 12 is. 6. All right. So the Eagles will have it at the 42. They'll have 8 seconds remaining. And I suspect we're going to have Hurts just yeet it to someone. But that sounds about right. Yep. Hurts will just take a random shot to A.J. Brown. I'm not going to even grab his card here. All right. Let's see what the Eagles can get on this one. Last play at a half, essentially. 10 on a long. Hurts is going to have to run it, so this will probably end the half more than likely. Yeah, it's going to end the half. Hurts will just get a yard, and that's all she wrote. Okay. That was a little anticlimactic there, but hey, so be it. It was worth a shot. You never know with these things, so you got to at least try it, but that's how the half ends, I'm afraid. All right, 14-7. Vikings are in the lead, but it's kind of iffy to say the least. So let's look at these first half stats, shall we? So we got, let's see. Oh, we'll start with the Vikings first. There it is. Oh, but Eagles need a TD. Kirk Cousins, 11 of 17, 95 yards and a touchdown. It's up pretty good. Delvin Cook has the other touchdown, 12 for 57. He's got 25 catching the ball. KJ Osborne has a receiving touchdown. Otherwise, not much going. Justin Jefferson has 3 for 32. Kind of a mad receiving line. Defensively, Bullard has a sack. Zadarius Smith forced a fumble. That's correct. And then Dantzler forced an interception. So we had 2 turnovers forced from the Vikings. Not bad, not bad. Other side, kind of a mess for the Eagles. Hurts is 13 of 22, 146, but he's thrown a pick, no touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 15 for 44, scored a TD, but then proceeded to lose a fumble. Doesn't that figure, right? The leading receiver is A.J. Brown, 3 for 42. Quez Watkins is 3 for 35. Otherwise, kind of quiet. Javon Hargrave and Josh Sweat have sacks. Hargrave forced a fumble. Graham recovered it. Actually, I forgot to penalize Cousins for that one. What was it, 3 yards? Yeah. All right, I forgot to add that in for Kirk Cousins there. Oopsies. And then Jake Elliott decided to miss 2 field goals. He is not doing very well this game at all. He's shanked 2 field goals. So Eagles could be down by a point if it wasn't for that. But, kickers, they do some crazy stuff. So that is kind of unfortunate. But, that's the way it goes sometimes. So anyways, that's the first half stats, and now we're off to the second half here. I've got the Vikings out because they're going to get it, so let's see what the second half brings here. 14-7 Vikings. They'll start us off. The Vikings will. Oh. It's 5 yards to the number 1 back. And he will get very nice return all the way to the 46. Eagles let him break one. Wow, very nice. Obviously we got to fix this formation a little bit. And I'm actually going to bring in CJ Ham. Irv Smith is in. All right, 1st and 10. We're doing this again. Let's start off with a flat pass. 9 on a flat. It's going to Irv Smith. It got missed. And Smith will pick up 5 to start us off. Okay. Everybody's got their timeouts. I'm going to have to take a knee in about 15 minutes here, 10 minutes here, just so you're aware. All right, 1st, 2nd, and 5. Eagles will sit on the run. 10. 2 yards for Delvin Cook. Should be 3rd and 3, right? Yeah. 3rd and 3, this will get missed. 7 for Delvin Cook. He's got the 1st at the 40 as he goes out of bounds. All right, 1st and 10. And we'll sit on the pass again. 10 on a flat. 26 to Adam Thielen, who finally makes his first catch of the game. That took him long enough. All right, very nice. That was quick. Vikings had an excellent kickoff return. Then Adam Thielen just caught his first pass for 26 yards. And we arrive with a 1st and 10 at the 14 as the Vikings have entered the red zone. All right. 12 on a run. 2 yards for Delvin Cook. Yep, 2 yards from Delvin Cook. Okay. So that brings up a 2nd and 8 here. They're doing that. What? The Eagles are going to stay run. Oh, they caught it. Caught this end run. 8. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. But Dalvin Cook still gets 5 as he's pushed out of bounds at the 7. So it'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, 3rd and 3. Sure, why not? 3rd and 3. 3 on a flat? Incomplete. Maybe. Never mind. Number 3. Is this going to be roughing the passer? No, even worse. It's pass interference on the Eagles. Now, this says it's a 15-yard penalty, so I'm going to count it as it happened in the red zone. So if the ball gets automatically spotted at the 1, first down, no, regardless of that fact. So we'll say this foul happened in the end zone. Vikings get it at the 1. 1st and goal to go right from there. Good job, Eagles. You done messed up. Wait a minute. No. That's actually incorrect. Never mind. I screwed up. It was actually a roughing the personal foul against the Eagles. Okay, it's still... I read the wrong one. My apologies. Completed pass or attempted flat, which is what that was. It's not pass interference. If it was a short pass, that would have been the case. It's still half the distance to the goal, and still a first down, so apologies for that. All right, 1st and goal from the 4, not the 1. Nice try, Vikings. You don't get 3 yards. This close. It's still going to be a running play, so, all right. 6 on a line buck. What's the penalty? This might not be interesting. Well, the Eagles were offsides, and it did not help them whatsoever because it's a touchdown. Oof. Well, yeah, maybe you should have fixed that. So the offsides penalty gets declined. Oh, that's what I should have done the last time. All right, whatever. Extra point, meanwhile, is good. And Vikings cash in on their opening drive with a touchdown after the impressive kickoff return there. And they cap it off with a 4-yard TD run from Dalvin Cook, who collects his 2nd rushing TD of the day. And it's 21-7 Vikings. Well. That it's not good if you're the Eagles, so they're going to have to fix that. But nevertheless, that's the wrong pile. Vikings get their 2 TD lead back, but there's still plenty of game to go, so we'll see if the Eagles can respond or if this could be in danger of going the wrong way. We have a 3rd and 5. He's going to take this one himself, and this will get missed. 2. Oh, God. Long gain. This could be a touchdown. It is! Touchdown! Jalen Hurts just broke a long 41-yard TD run as the Vikings defense just completely misses it. Hurts uses his speed, thinks he's Lamar Jackson for a few minutes and seconds, and it works out. And 41 yards later, he is in the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jake Elliott made the extra point. I'm a little worried for him, but at least he's making extra points. So there you go, folks. How about that? The Eagles with an unbelievable response. Jalen Hurts, a 41-yard TD scamper. Very impressive. Would have loved to have seen how that would have played out for real. But nevertheless, the Eagles once again cut the deficit in half. Still down by a touchdown, but at least it's not as bad as it was, say, a few minutes ago. So 21-14 Vikings, 8.5 left in this 3rd quarter. My goodness, the plays these players make, it's just unbelievable stuff. Love to see it. 1st and 5. This will get missed. 4 on a short. Oh boy, better be a 5 through 10. Which it's not. And it's an interception! Picked off! Oh no, not again. Oh. Vikings have it at the 30. Returned for a gain of nothing, I believe. Yep. The defensive left corner intercepts it. And Patrick Peterson, who earlier dropped an interception, actually catches it this time. Oh, Hurts was looking for A.J. Brown, and he finds Patrick Peterson instead, who does hang on to the ball. That is the second interception thrown by Jalen Hurts. Just absolutely awful. And Vikings get the ball at the 40. Jeez. That's what? Their third turnover of the game right now? Yeah, it is. Hey. They have got to stop turning the ball over, or they're not going to have a shot at coming back here. So Vikings will get the ball. They're up 7. They have it at the 40, and we'll see if they can make anything out of this. Last time they fumbled the turnover away, I believe. So we'll see if this goes any different. All right, 1st and 10. 7, just a yard. Just a yard. All right, that's fine. 2nd and 9. 2 on a flat. Uh-oh. Is this an 8 through... Is this a 6 through 11? No, so it's a 3-yard gain. I know this one's kind of wonky. So Osborne for 3. All right, it's a 3rd and 6. Ten on a flat. Oh, there's your 6. Look at that, 1st down. Justin Jefferson for 6. All right, 1st and 10. We're starting us off by going for it. The Eagles don't see this coming. 4 on a long ball. Long gain. There it is. We got it. Is this a touchdown? Probably not. No, but it's a 41-yard gain. And Jefferson gets tackled at the 9. Wow, there you go. Cousins hooks up with Jefferson on a long 41-yard bomb, and we've got ourselves a 1st and goal to go right from the 9-yard line. Unbelievable play there. Good one. Good job, Vikings. All right, 1st and goal to go from the 9. They'll miss this linebucker right off the bat. Doesn't matter, and Cook's only gaining a yard, so he's up to the 8. 2nd and 8, essentially. 8 on a flat. That's going to Osborne. He'll get 5 of those 8, so he's at the 3. All right, so KJ Osborne for 5. 3rd and 3. Trider Smith, our tight end, into the red zone. It's going to him. We have a penalty rule to deal with. Well, let's resolve it here. Nope, nothing, which means it's a touchdown! Irv Smith, who's subbing in the game for TJ Hawkinson, catches himself a 3-yard TD pass from Kirk Cousins. The Vikings just keep extending their lead. Greg Joseph adds another extra point on top of it, and my goodness, seems like the Eagles can't pull any closer than a touchdown here. That interception ends up leading to some points after all. And it culminates with a 3-yard TD pass from Kirk Cousins to Irv Smith. The 41-yard reception by Justin Jefferson was what set that up. And my goodness, it's 28-14. Vikings lead with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Eagles, this is not looking good for you at all. You need to stop turning the ball over. You've had like 3 if my count is correct now. They keep this up, and this game will be over before you know it. Oh, boy. 4th and 1 from the 24 here. Last play of the third quarter, by the way. I'm going for it. I am definitely going to go for it here. We will try it. 4th and 1. And then Vikings sit on the pass. That's where the Eagles are going. Let's see what happens. And... no! Oh! Wrong play, Eagles. Wrong play. It's a wide receiver screen to A.J. Brown that loses a yard, and the Vikings will take over on downs. Unbelievable. Who the heck called that one? I would like to have a word with him because that was just nasty. And that actually is how the third quarter ends, unfortunately. Eagles decided to go for it on 4th and 1, and they fail as they try a wide receiver screen to A.J. Brown, and it's stuffed. Excellent defensive stand by the Vikings, and that's unfortunately where we end up. Vikings up by 28-14 as we now enter the fourth quarter here. So Eagles defense needs to hold them here, or this could be a real big problem. All right. 3rd and 3. Oh, this will get missed. Uh-oh. You know what this means. 2 through 7. Well, there's the 7. It's a 1-yard loss. And it's another fumble! And this time the Eagles get it. Oh, dear. Dalvin Cook, you play with fire, you're going to get burnt, buddy, and you just did. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Evans. Return it, Eagles. And they'll get 20 yards off of that, so they get all the way to the... We'll give them 20, and they will start at the Minnesota 48. Oh, man. Dalvin Cook almost had a fumble, but nobody dropped on it last time. This time, he does not get so lucky. It's Laval Joseph that forces that fumble. If I can actually type this in. Yep. Laval Joseph forces the fumble. And since Reddick is not here, it'll be Brandon. Oh, I gave it to the wrong guy earlier. Huh, that's funny. TJ Edwards gets that one. TJ Edwards picks it up, and I actually got to give him credit for a second one because earlier I gave the fumble recovery to the wrong guy. Sorry, Brandon Graham. You're a backup end, not a backup linebacker. But TJ Edwards, for the second time tonight, gets a fumble recovery and tries to return it. He manages to get to the Minnesota side of the field. So here you go, Eagles. You finally have a golden opportunity to do something. You got 9:45 remaining in this game. So if the Eagles can score a touchdown, that would help. Otherwise, good luck. All right, first. Oh, boy. All right, here we are. 5 minutes left in the game. It's a 4th and 5. I have no choice but to go for it. We're now at that point. Punting does me no good. All right, 4th and 5. We're risking it. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The question is, will it be an interception or just that? Nope, it's going to be an interception. Incomplete. Hurts was looking for Dallas Goedert. It got deflected, and it's going to be a turnover on downs as the Vikings will get at the 41. I had no choice but to try and go for it. So Vikings will get it with 4:30 remaining, and they have a chance to close this game out, essentially, here. We'll stick with this. But yeah, Vikings can close this game out if they really wanted to. We'll see what we can do here. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 41 after that impressive display. The opening linebacker, meanwhile, will get 5. Everybody's got their timeouts left, but I don't know. Alexander Madison's in the game, by the way. He'll get that 5, and how about a 2nd and 5? Yep. Oh, they were in Joseph field goal range to begin with, and now they definitely are. Eagles just gave up a 9-yard run from Madison, and that's going to be a first. So at the 27. We're down to 3.5 and counting. 1st and 10. Do it again. 6. We have a potential penalty. 3 yards if it holds. Yeah, it'll hold. Madison for 3. 2nd down. Yes. Keep that clock moving. 9. This linebacker is going for 3. So they're in field goal range for sure now. And it'll set up a 3rd and 4. Let's try it. And the Eagles actually will see this coming just in case. 2 on a flat. Good thing they did. It's going to go backwards for a yard. That wide receiver screen yet again. What are we doing here? Well, this time was a tight end screen to Irv Smith, and it went nowhere. Well, it's a 2-minute warning. Joseph's going to come out for a field goal here. This from 39. Kick is up. Oh, of course, this one's good. And this one is good. Oh, my God, the Vikings made a field goal in the 4th quarter. It's a freaking miracle. Oh, if you know, you know. Meanwhile, as for this game, yeah, I think that might have been it. We'll try to play this out here, but the Eagles are basically in a hopeless situation now. It's 31-14. They're down by 3 scores. This is not looking good at all, and I think that might have been game. 9 yards in the back of the end zone. The number 2 back is going to try it and get 16. Oh, my goodness. The Eagles are down from the 7. And there's a $1:45. They got all their timeouts, but this is looking pretty hopeless, so I'll play it out, but I think that's pretty much game at this point in time. We'll see what we can do here. 1st and 10 all the way from the 7. All right. Let me see if I can just get out of my own end zone first and foremost. 9. It's going to Smith. He will get 4. Okay, that helps. So he goes out of bounds, too, wisely. Dante Smith for 4. 2nd and 6. Now we're forced to crank it. 9 on a long. No, incomplete. We're looking for Smith again and found nothing. Okay. 3rd and 6. Try him again, but this time on a pass. Short. 2 on a short. Is this a 2 through 9? Barely, but it still counts. It's a 13-yard gain, 1st down for the Eagles. They'll take a timeout. That's their first. They at least convert that one, but boy, oh boy. Devontae Smith gets 13 and a first. All right, 1st and 10 from the 24. 10 on a long. To the receiver to A.J. Brown. They have a shot. 25. There we go. He gets all the way up to the 49 and goes out of bounds on top of that. Excellent. So A.J. Brown for 25 and a 1st down. 1st and 10. I got to do it again. Ugh, I don't like this. 8. To Smith now. We're rolling on him. No, incomplete. I mean, I'm kind of forced to chuck it deep at this point in time. 2nd down. 7 on a short. And down goes Jalen Hurts. Ooh, that's going to be bad for a wide variety of reasons. I think you know what's coming because I rolled an X. Yep, I rolled an X. The sack is going to go to... You're out. So Darius Smith is going to get credit for not only that 6-yard sack, but a fumble! And that should end the game. Well, maybe not. Nope, that does in fact end the game. Fumble is picked up. And is going to be returnable on top of that. So why the heck not? Oh my god, this could be even worse. Okay, thankfully it's not a return touchdown, but Zadarius Smith got to the 18 there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is basically how the game is going to end. Zadarius Smith with a strip sack of Hurts. The 6th player on that card is going to get it. Well, Eric Kendricks will get credit for the recovery. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the cookie crumbles on that one. Vikings will take 2 knees. Eagles give up. And that is all she wrote for that one. The final score, 31-14. Vikings win. Keep their lead in the NFC North. Eagles are now at the mercy of whatever the heck happens. So, I guess the only thing that's flying is these L's for the Eagles. Oops. Yeah, that didn't go too well for the Eagles, I'm afraid. Just too many turnovers. Too many turnovers. Hey, that sounds like me playing NCAA football of 25. Life imitates art, I guess, or the other way around. Anyways, we'll look at the stats real quick. Kirk Cousins was 23 of 31 for 215 and 2 TDs. Didn't have to do too much. Delvin Cook had 26 carries for 85 yards, 2 TDs, but he lost a fumble, which might explain why he wasn't in the end of the game there. Kirk Cousins also lost a fumble too on a strip sack of his own. Leading receiver was Justin Jefferson, 5 for 79. KJ Osborne and Irv Smith caught the TDs. And look at this defensive effort here. 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 of them recovered, 2 picks. There's the story of your game, folks. 4 turnovers from the Eagles. You're not going to win games if you turn the ball over that many times, I guarantee you. Ugh, just an all-out bad day. They almost had a special teams blunder, too, which could have been worse. That was the fumble that wasn't recovered, thankfully. But all the others, yeah, I can't say the same thing about that, so... Ouch. That's just painful to watch. On the Eagles side of the ball here, there we go. Jalen Hurts, terrible game. 23 of 41, 234, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Awful rating. Just an all-out bad game. Miles Sanders scored a TD but lost a fumble. Jalen Hurts did have a 41-yard TD run, so typical Jalen Hurts line right there. Yeah, you lost a fumble too. Nice try, but get out of here with that. Yeah, I almost forgot to give him that credit for the forced fumble lost, but so be it. Leading receiver was A.J. Brown, 8 for 92. Fonte Smith was 6 for 60. Jake Elliott had a bad day, too. 2 sacks for the Eagles. They did manage to recover 2 fumbles of their own, but if you're going to lose the turnover battle 4-2, it's not going to matter. So, terrible game for the Eagles. Overall, they fall to 7-6. Vikings advance to 9-4. We'll see what happens if the Eagles can are still in this. They probably will lose position. Vikings will definitely hold on to the NFC North for at least another week, even despite what Detroit and Green Bay might do. So we'll monitor that. But there you go. 31-14 Vikings win this one. Bad game for the Eagles. Just too many turnovers, and that's the story of the game. So that's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit. And I will see you for next week for another exciting game, which hopefully won't feature as many turnovers. Also, there'll be another episode of Strat-O-Matic football. I think if you know what I was referencing with that first line, you know. Why? I really got to work on that. But anyways, peace out, y'all. Like I said, life imitates art, apparently.